Hare Krishna. So, basically we're speaking on Bhagavad Gita topics, and Bhagavad Gita is a very great book. It is topmost perfectistic science because it's spoken by God, and it's considered to be a summary study of all Vedic literature and conclusion of all the Vedas and the essence of Upanishads. Sarva Upanishada Kava Dotha Gopalanandana Partha Vatsa Sudhir Bhakta Duktha Gitamrita Mahat. Sripad Shankaracharya glorifies Bhagavad Gita. And just do not want to complicate it. Today we speak simple things, and I think we're going to explore 5 topics of Bhagavad Gita. Or we can call it Bhagavad Gita in a nutshell for 30 minutes. Is it okay? We have 30 minutes, right?
Give or take, you can go to 45 minutes if you wish. Do you want the book?
I have it on my device, but does anybody need some book? We have Bhagavad Gitas here. Okay, so we can display on the screen maybe chapter 13, we'll read today. Prakrita Purusha Vibhaga Yoga, and text number 3. So let us start with prayers before we go into discussion. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 I'll read Sanskrit translation by His Divine Will and Grace Apachana Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Kshetragyam chapi mam vidhi. Would you like to follow? What's the format?
If you go through the Sanskrit yourself, brother, and then we can repeat the translation if you wish.
Okay. Kshetragyam chapi mam vidhi sarva kshetrushu bharata kshetra kshetragyano gyanam yattachanam mattam mama. Translation.
It's okay being here as long as you're not got those things in it.
O Scion of Bharata,
O Scion of Bharata,
you should understand
You should understand
that I am also the knower in all bodies,
that I am also the knower in all bodies,
and to understand this body
and to understand this body
and its owner
and its owner
is called knowledge.
is called knowledge.
That is my opinion.
That is my opinion.
Om Gyana Timirandasya Gyana Chalakaya Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Mano Ishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swamupakadamahyam Tatasvahadantikam Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhurevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Krishna Guleshma Bhaktivedanta Swami Nityanam Namaste Saraswati Devi Gaurani Prachayana Nil Vishesha Shmivati Prachiti Desha Tak Pravishtak Machimam Pasuptam Sanjivandi Klashaki Dava Sarvati Anyam Shahastam Charanam Shanam Samadhi Kanam Namo Bhagavate Purushayati Pitam Nantasti Nandantayara Niyashki Kunakam Shima Drupam Padam Bhujam Drutyam Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So what is the knowledge? Krishna explained here. What the knowledge is all about. So many different opinions, many different ideas and concepts. What is the knowledge? But Krishna said here clearly, Kshetra Kshetra Gyano Gyana Tatach Gyanam Matam Mama. So he said, knowledge means three things. He gave a definition of jnana, understanding of the field of activities, understanding of the owner of the field, and also the knower of all the bodies or field of activities. So that means knowledge about spirit, matter, and source of everything. It's like triangle, you know. So that is the knowledge. So very simple as that. So that means knowledge. And so Krishna discussed here three attributes of knowledge. Kshetra. Kshetra means field. Field is like not agricultural field, but field of activity, field of karma, where we get in karma in three different types of karma. Bad karma, good karma, or mixed, right? Then knower of the field means living force within the body, and also knower of all bodies, or source of everything, or supreme controller of all bodies. And actually, this knowledge about these three actually basis for any different bona fide or authorized philosophies in the world. If you study different philosophical systems, like for example, if we look back to the history of philosophy, for example, ancient Greek philosophy, they're speaking about three things also. It's called mesocosm, microcosm, and macrocosm, right? Same thing. Universe, nature, and consciousness, or self. Then Greek philosophy was origin for Western philosophy, and Western philosophy also exhibit these three things: nature, absolute, and consciousness. Like Prabhupada called this chapter, he called it exactly in the same way: enjoyer, consciousness, and nature. And also, if you look to the Vedic paradigm, where this explained in three terms, but different terms. Sometimes it is called Jiva, Jagat, and Jagadish. Right? Jagadish means Ishvara of Jagat, of universe, supreme source. Or sometimes it's called Atma, Bhuta, and Daiva. Right? Also three things. So this is kind of metaphysical pictures of the reality, where these three main components constitute parts. And also interrelationships between these three, build up the 5 topics of Bhagavad Gita. So we want to explore these 5 topics, right? And this is called Sambandha Gyan. Sambandha Gyan is like a basic or fundamental knowledge for any spiritual life to start, you know. Sambandha means knowledge of relationships. And it's like triangle, as I said. At the top angle there is Ishvara Tattva, then Maya Tattva and Jiva Tattva. And exchange or interaction between them creates this kind of Sambandha Gyan. Maybe modern philosophy or science, they're speaking about knowledge, but they're speaking of only one angle of that all-embracing picture. They're only speaking about left bottom angle, which is Prakriti or Kshetra, and they call this knowledge. But this is only one small department of that, which consists of gross matter, Bhumira Ponalova Mana Buddhi. And it's considered to be like gross primitive knowledge, you know, like nothing special. There is nothing about spirit and supreme spirit. Therefore, and also they claim to be the knowers of metaphysical reality. They're speaking about, like, they're presenting some kind of ideas, and this all atheistic and also demonic views. Krishna said in 9th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, he explained the destination of those people. He said, Moksha sa mokha karma sa mokha jnana vicheta saha rakshasi masurim chaiva prakriti mohinim shritaha. He said, those who bewildered by all kind of atheistic and demonic views, all their hopes for liberation, culture of knowledge, and fruity work will be defeated all. So there is no hope for them. And so let's explore this more deeper, these 5 different things. And you can ask me questions maybe along the way, right? If you need to clarify something. Is it okay? So number 1 is kshetra. Kshetra means body or material nature also. Consists of material elements. And Krishna explained this in Bhagavad Gita. He said, Dai vihesha guna maya maya duratya. He explained that this material nature, which is divine energy, difficult to actually, honestly speaking, it's not possible to overcome. And it consists of 3 main qualities. Anyone remembers? Eh? What was the 3?
Ignorance, passion, and good.
Yes, exactly. Sattva, Rajas, Tamo, Iti, Guna, Prakriti, Sambhava. 3 modes of nature. And Krishna explained also nicely in the 14th chapter all these distinct features of this, each and every. He said, Sattvam sanjayati jnana, Rajasa lobha evacha, Pramoda moha tamaso, Bhava jnanam jnaninam evacha, something like that. He said that Sattva produce 2 qualities. Does anyone remember what the 2 qualities of sattva? Prominent?
Goodness.
Like?
Truthfulness and cleanliness. Truthfulness and cleanliness.
Yes.
Knowledge.
Happiness. Yeah, and happiness, exactly. Sukha and jnana. Sattva sanjayati jnanam. It produces happiness, kind of happiness. And also jnana. Then rajas. Also 2 prominent qualities of rajas. Does anyone remember? Huh? Hankering, yeah. It's called Trishna and Sangha. Sangha means association with opposite sex, and also Trishna means thirst for material achievements. And Tamas also. 2 or even more. Krishna speaks about that in the 18th chapter. He explained Nidra, Alasya, Pramodaya, and so on and so forth. It means sleepiness, madness, illusion, delusion, all these kind of things. So these 3 modes, 3 qualities of material nature. This is one angle of our triangle of Sambandha Gyan. It's called Maya Tattva. Very elaborately explained by Krishna in Bhagavad Gita. And by the way, Bhagavad Gita is like, it's a small book, but Krishna speaking so many things in Bhagavad Gita, right? So many things, and difficult to grasp the essence. So he tried to reach many different people, like yogis, jnanis, karmis, and it's huge outreach. And sometimes it's difficult to grasp the essence. So we try to grasp the essence of Bhagavad Gita by explaining these 5, right? So there's 3 modes, and Krishna nicely explained this. And then second, our topic is Kshetragya. Kshetragya means knower of the field or living entity, right? So Krishna explained in Bhagavad Gita very nicely who is living entity. He said, Mamayavam Sho Jiva Loke Jiva Bhuta Sanatanam. Eternal fragmental parts, separated. Fragmental, separated parts of Krishna. So we are part and parcels of Krishna. We are eternal with Him. At the same time, with Him, but it's separated as well. And he explained the nature of Jiva. He's speaking in the 2nd chapter. He said, Najayate mriyate vakadachin navam bhutva bhavite vana bhuyah ajjonityan shashvadeya purana nachanyate chanyamane shirya. What is the prominent qualities of the soul? Is anybody can help me?
Not,
Yes, please.
not withered by the wind.
Not? Oh.
Yeah.
What is
Or
again?
is it
withered by the wind.
Withered by the wind.
Yes, exactly. No, you can kill soul by any weapon, like wind or fire or nuclear even weapon. You can kill. Yes, Mike.
It's eternal.
Eternal,
Fully
yes.
blissful.
Eternal,
And fully
ever existent. Yeah, primeval. Never be slain, even body slain. It never comes into being, right? Original. So this is soul, part and parcels of Krishna. And Krishna explained that nevertheless we're struggling with the senses in our conditional life. We're struggling so much. Manach shashtani driyani prakriti sthani karshati. So this is struggle with material nature, prakriti, which consists of 6 senses, which includes the mind. Right? Mind is the 6th sense. So constant struggle. Material life is a constant struggle with death. This is material life, right? And this is kshetragya. And then number 3, Krishna explained in Bhagavad Gita, kshetragya sarva kshetrishu, a knower of all other bodies, supreme knower, supreme source of all, that is controller of everything, of all fields of activities. And Krishna established this position in 10th chapter. He explained, Aham sarvasya prabhavo matah sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajantama buddha bhavasa manditaha. So he said, I am the source of everything. All material, spiritual worlds, everything, all energies come from me, and who is wise, they worship me, actually. They understand. So this is as an object, worshipable object. So it's wise to be worshipped. And he further explained, Matah parataranam nanyat kinchidasti jananjaya mayi sarvamidam proktam sufemani gadaiva. So he is, everything rests upon him. He is the highest of all, and everything like a beads strung on a thread. Yeah, everything rests upon him. And many other distinctive features like Ishvara Sarva Buddhishu Hridesha Arjuna Tishati. He is in everyone's heart, and he like a sanctioner, he like a witness or permitter or whoever. He's sanctioning our activities. He gives us knowledge, forgetfulness, or remembrance, right? Gives knowledge to remember Sanskrit or not. Sometimes he disconnect. I don't remember. So many evidence Krishna given this explanation of this knower of bodily fields. So these 3 main angles of Sambandha and also interrelationship between them. So for example, how they interact with each other, like Ishvara, Maya and Jiva. So for example, Ishvara with Maya, how they interact. Does anybody remembers?
They control.
Huh?
He controls the Maya.
You can?
God controls Maya.
Controls Maya, yeah. How? What's the potency, what's the Shakti here? Glances upon over material nature, and this glance is called? Kala. Kala Shakti, right? So this is called Kala. Kala Shakti of Krishna, that's his will, his supreme Shakti which controls material nature. And it set into motion this material nature. It moves. So because material nature is inert, dead, it's like gross. But Krishna moves it by his glance. Matyaka yakshena prakritir suyati sacharacharam hitunene kamtriya jagat vipaya vartate. He said that he glanced upon and he produced all these living entities, movable and immovable, all these pieces of life, 8,400,000 species, all this. So this interaction between Krishna and material nature. So everything works by his supreme will, by his Shakti, Kala Shakti. Matter is transformed due to his glance. Then a Jiva, yes please.
When you said, thank you, when you said just now about Krishna producing these 8 million...
Yes, it's 8,400,000 species of life,
Yeah.
according to...
with regard to what you said previously about being an eternally fragmental part of Krishna, so are they, those parts that he's produced, were they always eternally part of him?
Jiva is part and parcel of Krishna. Krishna said it's never come into being, it's always exists, it's eternal, but forms, different species, material forms, he produces. And this is temporary forms, like aquatics or stavara jangama, means immovable, movable, birds, trees, bushes, all the different species. What else? Quadruples and humans as well. 400,000 species of human forms. Manushya Chaturlakshana, it is saying. Means 4 lakhs. 400,000 species of human races. And we only one in this earth. And besides this, 399,000. You see?
Thank you.
Thanks. Maya and Jiva, how they reciprocate with each other, how they interrelate to Maya, material energy, and Jiva Tattva, living entity. So we born in this, in the womb of material nature. So how we reciprocate with this nature? We actually covered by this nature. So
We're illusioned.
Huh?
We're
Illusioned. Yes, we're illusioned. And what's the interaction between us? How we deal with matter? How we exploit? Yes. So Krishna explained that we are higher nature, Parashakti, and then Apara. Apara yase tam tvanyam prakritir vidhime param. Jivapita mahabaho yayedam dharayate jagat. Krishna explained that there is my superior nature which try to exploit this inferior. And when we try to exploit, we get into troubles. So, because we relate to matter through the karma. It's called karma, right? So karma means every action has equal and opposite reaction, right? Whatever we do, we get a reward or punishment, or what goes around comes around. So this is karmic reactions. What is called
Reciprocal.
Okay, so karma, and when we try to exploit this material nature, so what's happening? So we, in particular mood, Krishna explained, Purusha prakriti suhi bhunkte prakriti janguna. We like a Purusha, we try to enjoy some other energy, because it's not our energy, right? So we try to enjoy. Bhunkte prakriti janguna karana guna sangasyat. And because of this guna sangha, association with the modes of nature, this is causing us sat asat yoni janmasu. So we get into trouble, and we're meeting with good and evil, following the waves of life in different species of life. So we're transmigrating. So this is karma. This is how it works in the material world. So everything is karma. So whatever you do, so you're gonna get result in the same way. So this is dealing with the material nature. Karma, it's called karma. Karma tattva, we can call it. And one more thing, how Jiva reciprocated with Ishvara. Also a separate subject. And how you call it? How we try to... Bhakti, right. That's called bhakti. And bhakti is most confidential, most secret knowledge in Bhagavad Gita. And it's also most difficult to understand. Bhakti, what is bhakti? Normally people identify bhakti with love. But Prabhupada never translated like this. He translated devotional service. Not service, because so many services in this world, right? Medical service, military service, I don't know, many services. And not devotion, not just love, but devotional service. Devotional service means love with attachment, right? So this is bhakti. I mean, it's a brief explanation because Rupa Goswami, one of our acharyas, he dedicated whole treatise explaining bhakti, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, and this is quite advanced reading. Anyway, so bhakti, Krishna little touching this topic in Bhagavad Gita. At the end and also in the middle, he's saying famous verse. He said, "Sarva dharman parityaja, mam ekam sharanam raja." So he said, give up everything, all your ideas about religion or goal of life, and just surrender to me. What is surrender? What is sharanam? What is sharanagati? What does it mean? Does anybody has any idea? Surrender to me.
Ultimate object of love.
Huh?
Ultimate object of love.
Yes, Krishna is ultimate object, and surrender to ultimate object. How we surrender? Is it quite, like any ideas?
Sacrificing time.
Huh?
Sacrificing your time by sitting and chanting, or
Yes, sacrifice. Yes, sacrifice. Your time, your energy, your money, your facilities, material facilities, whatever you have to sacrifice finally. Time is it's most precious. What we have to give to Krishna. Prabhu, you want to say something?
Surrender is in following the direction of something else.
Mm.
Being under the direction of something else.
Mm-hmm. So accept some other, not follow my own idea how to surrender. So sometimes we have our own idea. So I would like to surrender like this, and gradually I will surrender like I am understanding. Not like, but Krishna has his own thing how to bring us to surrender. Of course, he's not force us to surrender because we have what's called free will, right? We have this. How do you think we have a free will? Do we have? Yes, and previously he explained what is surrender. He said, "Manmana bhava mad bhakto mam yajimam namaskuru mameva shyasim satyam te pratijane prisime." So he said, think of me and become my devotee. What does it mean, become my devotee? Service, devotional service, serving Krishna. So worship him, bow down, surrender, give everything. Give up all kind of ideas like all different dharmas and just surrender to Krishna. This is highest instruction. This is topmost morality of Bhagavad Gita. Become my devotee. Krishna kind of inspire us, and it's like an order even. He said to us, you must be devotee. So this is a constitutional position of living entity to become devotee of Krishna. So this is bhakti, and Krishna doesn't speak too much about this, but he touches a little bit. But still, this bhakti, he said, it's very accessible and very easy to perform. Like in 9th chapter, he said, Putram pushpam pulam tayam yume bhaktya pranashiti. So you offer to me, with love and devotion, you offer to me water, flower, fruit, or
Water.
water, I said.
Leaf.
And leaf, yes. So leaf means some fruit or whatever. So Krishna explained that it's very simple. Bhakti is simple, so everyone can do it. Everyone. It's easy to perform. And also, it is very happily performed. Joyfully performed. So sukham kartum aviyam. Krishna explained. It's easy, it's accessible, and it is joyfully, and very joyfully. Susukham. Not just joyful, but very joyfully. Yeah? Has anyone felt a little happiness when we're doing Harinam? Yeah? Yeah. Okay, so let's Krishna explain that this is knowledge of Krishna consciousness. This is basic knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. He said, this knowledge is the king of education, the most secret of all secrets. It is purest knowledge, and because it gives the direct perception of the self by realization, it is perfection of religion, and it is everlasting and joyfully performed. Raja vidyam raja guhyam pavitram idam udatam pratyaksham vagamam damyam susukham kartum aviyam. So this is Bhagavad Gita in a nutshell. Let's say 5 topics of Bhagavad Gita. As simple as that. This is Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So let us quickly remember all these 5 main topics. 3 main and 2 interrelation between. So we have on the top of angle Krishna, Ishvara, then Maya, and who are you? You Jiva. And Jiva. And also reciprocation between, so between Maya and Ishvara. What is it called? Kala Shakti. Then Ishvara and Jiva and Maya, there is karma, right? And Jiva and Ishvara, Bhakti. So this is main 5 topics of Bhagavad Gita. So you can grasp in a nutshell, you can understand the essence by studying this thing. So please study, enjoy, and share with others. Hare Krishna. Hare.
It sounded like it was 6 rather than 5.
Yeah, Kala is maybe it's not taken like separate topic. Basically, they're speaking about karma and bhakti, but Kala little bit, not so much, but still, yeah. Maybe some comments or some thoughts on that. Anybody like to?
I liked it when you said that Krishna emphasizes that you surrender it in this way, rather than one's own mental. This okay, my work is my service. I am serving Krishna through my work and all my studies, all my material achievements. I mean, it's clear, there for us, and service is service.
Yeah, that's a good point. That all of us, we have our own idea how we surrender to Krishna, right? Within Krishna. So I would like to surrender like this, or today, or tomorrow, or whatever. Maybe tomorrow I'll get a day off, and like this. So we have our own ideas about surrendering to Krishna. But Krishna has his own plan, and his plan is perfect, right? So his plan how to make us Krishna conscious in one lifetime and send back home, back to Godhead. Right, but of course he take on account our own desires. Maybe we can stay a bit longer if we have some attachments and desires. But his plan is perfect, and sometimes it's hard. Right? Does anybody feel like that, or only me? Yeah. Sometimes it's hard, but it's perfect because Krishna knows past, present, and future. He knows everything, so he knows how to get us back home.
So in a way, if we can try to understand that, children also feel parents' plans for us are hard.
Yeah.
And then we feel that why are they not understanding it simple? Hard work now and then it is easy.
Yeah.
And then we ourselves are not understanding Krishna's plan. So
beautiful. Beautiful example. By the way, this Prabhupada used in his lecture. Yeah, he said, we are like a children and Krishna our Supreme Father. Aham bija pradak pita. And he knows how we can be happy, but we have our own idea, like children. They also they have their own things. They think they're gonna be happy, but we restrict them. Don't go there, don't do this. We restrict them because we know better what is the best for them, right? So in the same way, Krishna also he does. In the same way, he brings us up. He nourishes our bhakti. Yes. What is the plan?
Some more questions or comments would be nice.
Yeah, please.
Something more from the devotees? Dipesh, you look like you was bracing yourself to say something.
The interaction with Jiva and Maya, Because it's obviously the focus has to be on Krishna, but then the material part is all around us all the time. So can you just explain the ability of the conditioned person to focus on devotional service and that process? Because obviously the bhakti is the process. So that is it just falls off, the maya falls off when the bhakti is there in the process.
Yeah, it's a gradual process, and Krishna maybe dedicated a few chapters for that, explaining the karma path. He explained in 3 ways. He's saying about vikarma, karma, and akarma, right? So different approaches. So if you reciprocate only with maya, it's called vikarma. Vikarma means we get in bondage, entangled. Yeah, we entangle. We just gonna get slavery into the modes of nature. So this is vikarma. When we reciprocate with material nature according to the injunction of Shastra, with attachment to the result, it's called karma. We want result. We want to get something out of it. We're not, like selfless. We just want to get something. Therefore, there is some injunction. So you can follow them. You can get result, and more or less you can live balanced life. But still, it's karma. You're going to get reaction, good or bad. Maybe even good, it's not really good, because you're going to get new births and whole package, old age, disease, births, and everything. Janma mrityu jara vyadhi dukkha dosha darshini. This is not good. But still, you can kind of live balanced life and riding on this, what it's called.
The Ferris wheel of life.
Yeah, it's called what? London Eye, you know this.
Ferris wheel.
Huh?
We call it Ferris wheel.
Ferris wheel.
Ferris wheel.
Yeah,
Big wheel.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's what I want to say. Yeah, and then akarma. Akarma means activity which is not produce any result, any entanglement. That's called activities with detachment. When I'm acting, but I'm not attached to the result. I'm just giving everything to Krishna. Right? Active renunciation is called. Renunciation through the wisdom, Prabhupada called it. Right?
So that's important. Active renunciation. So like the speakerphone that you're talking through is engineered. So there's mayas there. There's a physical and electrical process.
Yeah.
If it was passive, that means whatever happened, we just put these things together, and it's like made not in a very good way.
Yeah.
So in one way, nothing would work. So in one way, we're custodians of things. So we have to look after certain things in a certain way. So the bhakti has to be conditioned, that condition has to have some absolute at the maya level as well. So that engineering, you have to make it nice, perfect as you can, but there's a condition there. Irrelevant of that, but you have to, the effort and the ownership must be there. Without that ownership, anything goes. That cannot be correct. You cannot just do what you want. I mean, yes, at one level, if you're at a very high level, but other people have, something has to happen. That the condition, otherwise, the glass of water upside down, the water's in the glass. It has to work in a certain way.
Yeah, you have to take on account laws of nature.
The laws of nature.
Yeah, you can.
So wavelength and sound,
act
like
whimsically. Yeah.
You can't act.
Yeah, even we are claimed to be devotees, but it doesn't mean that laws of nature not acting upon us. And we're in a conditioned life, so we have to follow the course of life and also take on account.
So like the house is engineered in a certain way. If it wasn't engineered correctly, things would, like everything. So we have, there is partly some evolution here as well. Whether it's good or bad, irrelevant, but there's a process there.
Yeah, while we're in a conditioned life, we cannot surpass the stringent laws of nature, so we have to follow the prescribed injunctions, because this is way how to get liberated from this slavery, this bondage. For example, you can transgress the laws of nature, like for example, law of gravitation, or law of old age, or death, or time, right? It's like unsurpassable. So you have to accept it and just follow this kind of format. And gradually you can be, Krishna promised it, you can be elevated and liberated finally. Right?
Because that's the whole process of tattva is all of those things. Those are energies.
Tattva?
Tattva is the...
Tattva means metaphysical knowledge of an object which exists internally. Tattva. So these 5 tattvas we describe 5 tattvas. Jiva tattva, karma tattva, and Ishvara tattva, bhakti tattva.
Which is the glance of Krishna.
Glance of Krishna.
So, I was just thinking of when you mentioned that the scriptures talking about the 3 karmas. We're talking about karma, the good, bad, and the mixture of the 2.
Yeah.
And I was just wondering, like, in terms of karma, what does it mean that a karma is good?
In terms of karma?
Yeah, in the, like...
I mean, there is no any kind of... I mean, karma, dealings with material nature is always have some consequences, right? And therefore for spiritual jiva it's not good, reciprocate with maya. Only way to use this material nature on is service to the Supreme Lord and conditioned life, because we cannot approach to the Supreme Lord directly because we're conditioned. We can't serve Him directly. We have to use material nature. We don't have spiritual body, that's why we use our subtle body, mental body of mind, and also gross material body. So that's what we have. We don't have spiritual body. So let us use material nature. And this is called conditioned life, and this is called Nishkama Karma Yoga. Nishkama. So I'm offered to Krishna whatever I have in my life, whatever is being designated to me, and just use my body. And this is karma, but this is akarma. If I offer to Krishna and I am detached from the result, it's called akarma. I am doing something, but I don't get any result. So I don't have any consequences. Because I am selflessly worship Krishna, selflessly serving, without any hope for remuneration. So that's what Krishna advised to Arjuna. What is the verse? Yad karosh yad tashnasi yad juhosi dadasi yad count yad mat krushva madarpana, tat krushva madarpana. Arpana means offering. So you offer me everything, whatever you do in your life. Right? So that's the way how to get out from the entanglement. And of course, bhakti is so potent that our Acharya is saying that even in a blink of an eye, bhakti can get rid of all your karmas, whatever has been accumulated through the over million lifetimes living here in the material world. Bhakti can get rid of everything, all different karmas. And Rupa Goswami explained that 4 different stages of karma. Like that's called aprarabdha, kutam, bijam, prarabdha. Means aprarabdha means non-manifested karma. Then there is a bija or little seed. Then it's sprout out a little bit, and then it's manifested fully. Prarabdha means we have prarabdha, we have our gross body and subtle. This is our prarabdha karma. And bhakti can finish all karmas at once. Vishnu bhakti ratatmana, kraminayama pralethe, Vishnu bhakti. Ratatmana means very mature bhakti, joyful. When you do such bhakti, you can get rid of all karma. All 5. Aprarabdha palam papa kutam bijam palon mukha, kraminayama pralethe, Vishnu bhakti ratatmana. So you can finish all karmas. If you're doing good bhakti, with attachment to Krishna, with joy, ratatmana, with rati, in other words, with rati. This is good news. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
From
nice informative talk. I'm sure everybody will agree with that.
Yes.
It's so important to do something for Krishna and perceive and experience the joy that that brings you. And you will actually perceive the binding ropes that's tying us to this material world being cut by devotional service. And it's joyfully performed, the Rajvijaya verse that Prabhu brought out, 9.2 from the Bhagavad Gita. It's joyfully performed. There's no joy in this material world. And as long as we're thinking there's joy in this material world, we'll be bound to this material world. So, do something for Krishna, whether it's time, whether it's money, or both. Do something. And one of the most important things as we're experienced as an Atma Lounge family is reading the Bhagavatam together and how that binds the family together. Reading together and chanting together. And then we go forward as a family and then become very strong. And Krishna willing, you'll be amazed at what happens in Kent in the future. Beyond Folkestone. And more exalted devotees like Guru Sundar Prabhu will start to come here and share the knowledge when we're on the ISKCON map in a bigger way than we are now. So yeah, thank you so much, Prabhu. Thank you for taking the time. You had one journey yesterday. How long did it take you to get here yesterday?
Yesterday?
Yeah.
I was late only for 3 hours.
3 hours. So it was all the way from Leicester on the bus, and then you missed your connection because your bus was late. So.
Yeah, my bus was late, and they just postponed me and placed on another bus, which is after 3 hours.
But you have an open invitation to come again, Prabhu, so whenever you can find the time, you'd be very welcome. Wouldn't we all agree with that?
Yes.
Would we all agree with that? Okay then. So we can do the usual, and we can put the chairs and everything in the cupboards, and we can stand up for the last kirtan. Would you like to lead the last kirtan, Prabhu?
I don't know, maybe something to do with
Yeah, I think you should. As long as you want to.
Because I don't want to steal service from others.
Srila Prabhupada ki
Jai.
Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki
Jai.